Hi. Lovers create Jungkook BTS lovers howdy. Not an ordinary house. Jungkook secretly built a palace. This crazy fact made the army tremble. No one is really ready when the truth comes out. None of us could have imagined that behind the sweet smile of an idol who is known to be closed like Jungkook, BTS's golden magne, lies a secret that is so astonishing, so majestic, so extraordinary, that it makes the entire army in the world transfixed, speechless, then hysterical. Today, that secret can no longer be hidden. One by one the evidence came to the fore. One witness after another spoke up. Not an ordinary house. Not just a place to live. Jungkook secretly built a palace. Yes, the palace. Not a metaphor. Not figuratively. But in the literal sense. A magnificent hidden palace, which has never been highlighted by the media, never exhibited, never once mentioned in the live broadcast. But its existence can no longer be denied. Since when did Jungkook build this palace? Where is the actual location? For whom was the palace built? And what makes all the army's hearts reproach? Why did Jungkook hide it all this time? Is this a form of arrogance? Or is this the greatest form of love we have ever known? Over the years, the public has come to know Jungkook as humble, focused on music, hardworking, and very private. But who would have thought, behind all that, he was preparing something that would change the way the world looked at him? Not just a luxury property. It's not just homes worth billions. A place built with heart. A personal empire that will write its name in the history of South Korean artists. The palace is located in the exclusive Namyangju Mountains, an area known as a haven for South Korean billionaires who avoid the public spotlight. The area is surrounded by dense forests, access is limited, and can only be reached by special vehicles. No paparazzi can enter, no drone can record, because this area is completely fenced off the president's equivalent security system. And there, behind the morning mist that envelopes the mountains, stands a white palace with a touch of classic European architecture that is so striking but also mysterious. The design? No kidding. Worked directly by a team of architects from France, Italy, and Korea. The project was codenamed Golden Haven. Another source said the project has been underway since mid-2021, just after Jungkook completed some of his important schedules in the United States. As long as everyone thought he was taking a break from the entertainment world. In fact, he was back and forth doing closed-door meetings with interior designers, construction engineers, even spiritual advisors, because this palace was not only built for comfort, but for tranquility, for life, for the future. And when satellite photos began to leak, showing the silhouette of a grandiose building with 6 huge marble pillars at the front and a spacious courtyard resembling the Versailles Park in Paris, the army reacted instantly. No, this is no ordinary house. This is the manifest desire of a young man who, during his life, has given his all to the world and is now finally creating his own little world, a personal kingdom that was never meant to show off, but to protect, heal, and unite. What makes this news even more shocking is the fact that Jungkook has not lived there all this time. He did not mention it in the interview. No trace of social media. Even on a variety show, he never gave up. And when the public began to wonder, if not for him, for whom is this grandiose building? The answer made everyone's hearts collapse. Apparently, this palace was built for his family, for parents who have sacrificed everything, for the father and mother who have always supported behind the scenes, away from the spotlight, away from the cheers of concerts, but never far from his heart. One of the sources working in the interior revealed that Jungkook specifically requested that his parents' master bedroom be made with a touch of traditional Korean design, modern hanok, with a mix of the latest technology and old wood from the 18th century. He asked that the entire floor be covered with natural heating, so that his mother would never feel cold. He asked for the main balcony facing the morning sun, because his father loved to read books while enjoying the sunshine. Jungkook also built a small studio at the bottom of the palace, which can only be accessed with a biometric card, a studio reportedly designed to store memories, videos, and personal letters from his childhood to the present. Why is this only revealed now? Why not before? Because Jungkook is not the type to share his life for validation. He's not creating content. He doesn't want compliments. It's not building an image. He's building a house. a place where the people he loved most could live in peace. And isn't that the purest form of love that a person whose life is constantly in the spotlight of the world can have? But as always, when the truth began to spread, discordant voices appeared. Some called this a waste. Some quipped, how can young people build palaces in the midst of an economic crisis? Some questioned the source of the funds, forgetting that Jungkook is part of a group that globally contributes trillions to the Korean economy. But those negative voices never shake the fact that what Jungkook is doing is not a meaningless luxury, but a silent offering of love that is never shown on stage. And when a handwritten letter leaked out, believed to have been written by Jungkook himself to his parents, which was taped to a wall in the palace's main room, Army couldn't hold back tears. I can never repay all you have given me, but may this place be where you can rest happily after years of tireless hard work. This house is my never-ending gratitude. Those words are heartbreaking. No one can argue that this house is not just a property. This is a living poem. These are memoirs. It's a masterpiece built on the guilt of a child who was too busy entertaining the world for too long, and now wants to give his family the perfect little world. Now that this secret has been revealed, fans around the world don't just see Jungkook as an artist, singer, dancer, or generational icon. It's a child. It's human. He was a young man who in the midst of fame did not lose his way, did not forget where he came from. And that is far greater than all the trophies and awards he has ever won. He built the palace not for himself, but for those who raised him. Even more surprising, the news is that this palace does not stop there. Some reports say that there is an open space that can be used as a healing and meditation center, which is planned to be opened exclusively for fans who have mental problems and need a place to healing. If this is true, then this palace will become not only a symbol of family love, but also a sanctuary for its fans. Imagine, from a child who used to live in a small apartment in Busan, now building a healing place for the world. Isn't that an absolutely insane and preposterous transformation? And all this is done without camera highlights, without drama, without advertising. Only through action, only through silence, only through love. So now we ask again, who is Jungkook really? It's not just the golden mean. He is the architect of love. He is a prince who secretly builds palaces, not for power, not for image, but for a love that he has never been able to express directly. Perhaps this is why Jungkook always says, "My home is the place where I feel most at peace." Now we know that home is not just a physical place, but a world that he himself created from fragments of guilt, love, and the desire to give the best life to those he loves most. And perhaps, of all the great works of Jungkook, from song, dance, stage, to global achievements, this palace is the most honest work. Because it's not for the army, not for the media, but for himself. And to those who gave him life, welcome to the new reality. Not an ordinary house, not just a place to live, but the love palace of a boy named Jungkook. And the world finally had to admit, he was no ordinary man. Army, are you ready to accept the fact that Jungkook has been building a palace and hiding it from you all this time?